always up for a project with Victor. He pushes me to the limit every time.
Yeah, I didn't recognize this until I started to walk around. I know that modification on the tail end, the interior, and there's some action going on in the front. You know, this is Jack's car. I was trying to get this from him, so I don't know how you pulled that off.
You know, I'm a negotiator. I made him a deal he couldn't refuse.
Victor seems to acquire cars in the same way I may go to the hardware store. Pick up a new wrench, Victor picks up a new car just like that. Somehow he got together with Jack and made this car his.
This is one of my favorite stock-bodied cars. It's almost like every year Riviera hits it, you know, from the boat tails to this style. They're all awesome.
This car is beautiful as it is. I'm just trying to get on the same page, like what's he thinking?
When I was a kid, back in the days, this is like where I started from. You know, lowrider cars, I'm going back to my roots.
As soon as he says lowrider, I'm like, oh yeah, low and slow. That's cool.
My original idea was just to leave it alone, finish the body work, keep it stock, and just lower it down. Well, then I started thinking, I said, hey, let me see, me and Ian, stock, no way. I stood back and I see a few body modifications so you could kind of see what they are, but I don't take away from my childhood dream. This is what I've always wanted 50 years later.
You're trying to tell me that you still haven't accomplished every childhood dream. There's still a list of them.
This was the last one.
We're in the consultation phase, and sometimes I gotta offer a little dose of reality.
The thing is, I know you're subtle. You have this potential to go awry from being subtle.
No bubble top, no fiberglass. We're gonna go just stock with minor enhancements, I promise you.
Victor's saying it's gonna be easy. We're only gonna modify a couple things.
And same in the back, there's too much fender well. Like 50% of the wheels gotta be covered up.
50%?
50%.
That's not subtle, that's half.
It's subtle to me, come on, give me a break. Had Vinny, my nephew, draw up a rendering on the computer, and I'm showing you what it's gonna look like. It looks factory. I mean, check this out. See how just subtle?
Oh, wow.
And anybody, I took it down. I did around the wheel well, and that's simple. That's just 2 things. That's not 10 things.
Wow, that is, dare I use the word subtle.
Victor pulls out this rendering, and I'm pretty impressed. You know, we use the term lowrider. It could go anywhere. It could get really crazy. This looks like it's gonna be pretty classy.
It still looks like a Riviera, right?
If you can rein it in and stick to this looks like 3 things for sure. Like 1, 2.
In looking at the rendering, I can see that it's pretty subtle changes. You know, when I'm bringing up the idea of 3 things, it's like, okay, front wheel arch, rear wheel arch, and one more time, and we're out. First rule of a lowrider is it's gotta be low. This car's set up on coil springs all around. We're not gonna use them, so I'm gonna cut them all out just to get the car slammed.
Yeah, I always get anxiety when he cuts my cars out.
You don't really need those springs anymore.
The main enjoyment for me is giving Victor that shock value, you know? He's got a really nice car. I'm sure it was a considerable investment. So to go in there with a blowtorch and just start slicing stuff apart, it's exhilarating.
Smells like fresh baked Riviera.
That's the only time I see you smile is when you tear stuff apart.
Because he's gonna give that tension right back to me. I know it. Later in the fab, he just gets in there and he's picking and picking, you know? So right now, I'm gonna give it to him while I can.
Wow.
It looks good.
Yeah, now that I see it, Ian, man, it's looking like real nice. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful.
That's what I was telling you yesterday.
Getting this car on the ground, you can see it's an awesome lowrider. I mean, as is, and Victor's feeling the same way.
You know, we drew this up and that looks pretty cool, but then as you see the car sitting there,
Victor looking at this car on the ground, I could see maybe having second thoughts, you know? It's like, whoa, you know, do we need to jump into this big project?
she's pretty. Look at that body. Look at the stance already. It's a beautiful car.
So I'm kind of talking them down, telling them we're on the right path, you know, we can do this. It looks good, but we can make it great. We're aiming at getting this wheel arch to look just like the drawing. Right now, I'm just trying to get this thing in the ballpark. Everything changes once you get down to the fine print. Now that we're in the sheet metal phase of it, you know, we might be able to tailor it a little bit more like the Riviera looks.
Now I have something that I can hang this on. This is all set in, and I just attach this to it. So that way I can decide, is the fender here, is the wheel opening back here, or up here? And I think I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off so it drops another couple inches. Dun, 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 dun.
Up, see that? This is a first. Usually the shop inspector is the harsh critic, you know, the stink eye. He comes in and he's all tongue. He's like, yeah, this is on. That is the lick of approval. He's into lowriders.
So see, this line will follow straight through.
The big point of concern here is this line that runs the length of the body. You know, the drawing doesn't show it, but it's a primary element in this wheel arch. It comes down the door and goes up over the tire. My goal as of today is to just make it look as close to that drawing as possible. This is all just a setup for discussion.
Ian, how you doing?
Hey man, got a bunch of stuff mocked up. Before Victor came in, I made a mock-up of this lowered rocker panel. That way we can get a feel for the whole side view, how high the car will be off the ground.
Wow, man, you got that thing low. I mean, you know me already.
Yeah,
that thing's on the ground. That's looking real good, man, real good.
This mock-up is important because we're trying to translate this drawing into what the car is actually providing.
You hit it right on the whole panel. The only issue I have is just with the opening of where the tire is. If you could just expand that out, and then, you know I said, hey, put it on the ground, but hey, come on, let me at least go up driveways.
I knew this coming in the door. I was just listening. Just waiting for that moment, where it's like, surprise, we're changing everything.
I'm not saying I changed my mind, but I want to enhance my thoughts.
The thing about Victor and working with him is he's always changing his mind. So while I'm building something, I'm thinking of 50 different ways to rebuild it, and that's just the way it is. It's kind of setting yourself up for the inevitable and knowing how to pull through it.
I just want to make a quick mock-up to make sure we're on the right track.
And I think I know how to get what he wants using the stock Rivi parts.
Right there. That's it. I'm relieved because you just cut up my dream car. I'm thinking, man, did I do a bad thing by wanting to modify the back wheel and the front wheel?
Everybody in the world will just put a fender skirt on the car to lower it, but that's worth the effort for sure. It's cool.
Unfortunately, it's not going to translate into a good finished piece. I'm going to have to rebuild the shape we've created out of some steel stock because it's got to be arrow straight to make it count.
So here's the deal. Instead of using sheet metal on that wheel arch, I'm going to use square tube.
If making rear wheel arches out of square tube was easy, everybody'd be doing it. It's not that it's impossible, but you got to have a nice graceful curve in the metal and put it all together.
Tube's going to come right through, and that'll give this a perfectly straight shot. Great little session of envisioning we had there, but now it's time to cut all this junk off and make it right.
Using this angle, it's pretty thick, and that's going to give the sheet metal something to hold on to. You could see when we attempted to do all that, we ended up with a big caved-in mess. This quarter panel has to look as if that giant stamping machine at GM nailed it. But we're changing everything, and I'm hand-forming it, so it's pretty techy. The one thing that's going to sell this idea is having that line flow straight through the fender well opening. So it's straighter than a straight line, so I'm just going by all those trim holes right down the center. From day one, this is why I've been so interested in customizing cars. You know, it's the metal fabrication that's kind of the root of why I started this. Started with rust repair, and now it's building custom three-dimensional panels.
All right, so that's that as far as the rear portion is concerned. I got this all fully welded up, so that ain't going nowhere. Is there something behind me? It's like, you know, when somebody pats the kid on the head, almost the same thing. It's like, keep it up, man.
First review by Senor Inspector. This may be the best walk-in ever.
This is the last part of the action, and I'm not getting distracted by any of this. You can see I'm focused. There's a tongue in my eye. So I guess you're liking this project, huh?
I don't know the breeding of this particular hound, but you never know. He may have a little of that Latino culture in his blood.
Well, guess I won't be needing a shower this evening. I'm gonna follow this angle that Victor and I started working on.
I think I'm on the right track. Shop Inspector is all full of approval, so hopefully Victor is thinking the same things.
Ian, how you doing?
Good, man.
How's she looking?
It's getting close.
None of that is Riviera anymore. I had to make everything.
Yeah, you know what, dude? You nailed it.
Fortunately, Victor loves it, so we are on our way. 3 easy steps, 2 to go.
You got that line perfect. Look at how it goes straight to the back behind the wheel. It looks like factory. I bet you if someone had never seen a Riviera before and they seen that, they would think it's factory.
I like that, you know, you're coming around. You're actually, you know, you're 1.5 inches off the ground, and I know that's a big step for you, man. You're coming up in the world.
Victor brings in a new set, and it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Simple and classy.
It's like a hovercraft.
Yeah, no, that's clean.
Yeah.
Now that we got this tire and wheel combo, we know the diameter, so I'm gonna form the tube right around it.
So you want this thing like right up there, right?
Yes.
Look at that. All right, now when I shake my head, you stick tape on it.
Right, so to me, proportion, it's looking too small. It looks like a little teeny hole there.
I agree with you 100%. It looks like a little freaking pinhole in the side of the car. So, you know, we shrunk down that one that I rolled. Let's just roll one right out of the tire and just put that on there and see what it does.
Of primary importance is the fact that the tire looks right on the car with the fender that we're creating in place.
Yeah, no, that feels much, much better.
We're really making decisions on the car, so I'm setting up 2 different options just to see what looks best.
The line I see is this in between both, half distance.
Yeah. Well, I got an idea to make that happen. I'm gonna set those 2 rings on the car and trace right down the middle. I'm gonna tack weld them to the car, and I'm gonna trace right through, because we can always make it a little bit bigger, easily.
Yeah.
This is decision-making central, you know? You got a concept, next step is to fab it out.
Any last wishes, last
No.
requests?
I'm ready. I'm committed. Go for it.
It's a nice car.
There's a million ways to go about this, you know? I'm trying to play a conservative. You know, the back was pretty straightforward. I know the front's not gonna be that simple, so I only wanna build it once. Main thing here is to just get that mock-up three-dimensionally, you know, cardboard, tape, spray paint, whatever it takes.
This isn't the car. So you can see you're flowing in this general direction, sort of like this. Voila, instant lowrider, just add tape. I think it looks pretty aggressive with that.
It does.
Something about the paint fumes in the air, it just helps everything come together.
This is a pretty complex shape to create and then mirror on the other side of the car, so just trying to get Victor to just stick with this, you know, are you sure? Is this the way it's gonna be?
Again, I know we're gonna change it. It's just the way it happens, but I have to put it into metal now. Knowing the diameter of the opening, at least I can build to that and we can trim back, because that wheel arch that's in there has to get totally removed.
This is pretty ambitious. You know, these subtle changes are not without consequence. So, you gotta make this count.
But without no risk, there's no reward.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. No whisk, no reward.
Decision's been made, we are on our way. As simple as this front wheel arch looks, it's very complex, especially bending a tube. I have a plan, but before I get to it, I want to replace the cardboard with sheet metal.
Marker. Thank you.
After going to cruise night with Victor, I realized we had forgotten a very important part of the process, and I wanted Victor to come in and check it out before I go any further.
Ian, what's going on?
Working out these lines.
That looks nice. Right around my white wall showing.
Yeah.
Everything's flowing.
This project's a whirlwind, you know. Victor and I are all concept. The car's on the ground, it's gotta look good, it's lowered, etc. There's other factors to consider, and we gotta talk it out.
This is exactly what you're asking for.
Yes.
But it's slammed. The frame is on the ground. You got to lift the car up on the air suspension to ride. So, I mean, what I'm figuring is, you know, circle in an arch, it looks great, but it's so tight right now that when you bring that up, you know what I mean? It starts
It's
to
gonna
look weird.
funky. I'll probably be able to see the engine, right?
Well, that's the thing. It all depends on what you want out of it, but when we raise it, it might not look right.
It's gotta look as good at ride height as it does sitting on the ground, and that might mean we have to adjust these fender well openings.
I never figured on, hey, I gotta drive this thing. My look is slammed park.
Right, and that's what I mean. We built this car, but literally it is metal to concrete. Even though the rockers are up, you know, the frame is on the ground. So I got these bags just in. There's no compressor or anything. Let me hit it with the shop hose. And one thing you gotta remember is the back always lifts first. I got it so it lifts so fast that it's gonna crush those rear quarters, so just kind of watch it.
Can I have a car that just anybody could get in and lift up without having to lift the back up, the front up? Can I get a regular car where I just go up easily and down? No, lift the back up first, the front up second, turn your head left, turn your head right.
One of the subtleties about close clearances is there's a procedure. So he's not taking it easy, you know. He's like, I want a turnkey thing. Why can't my stuff be simple? Full custom ain't easy. Victor should know this by now. And in raising the car up, sure enough, the front tire looks weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could definitely go over curves. That's one good thing about it.
You could set up the valves to have side-to-side action, you know,
Yeah.
flip-flop like it's showing, but right now it's just a bag. One bag is pushing the air into the other, so it helps us pose the car. So right now, rocker panel's down. So that's as low as you can get. So that's
Right there.
That's about cruise
Yeah, that's
height
gonna
right
be
there.
cruise height right there.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly.
So that's where I could drive it and still go over manhole covers and cruise it,
If
right?
you're lucky, yeah.
Yeah,
On a
so
good
then,
day.
yeah, I'm a lucky guy. We lowered this down 2 more inches. Yeah, and then now this bar's down to here and we're cruising and then we achieved what I wanted.
Right.
Changing the radius, modifying the fender a bit, it all adds to a better look in the end.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something about that because, you know me, I would have had to enhance it at the last minute. Knowing me, the bodywork would have been done, painted, and then here we go again.
Well, the good news about all this is we're already there. We're in the ballpark. I'm just gonna lower that arch down, weld it in place, duplicate it on the other side.
That mock-up is finally dialed in. Now it's time to just get her done.
No second chances, so we gotta nail this, finalize it, and get onto the rear end.
Go for it, let's do it.
Although I have the radius finished around the tire, it needs to curve with the fender too, which isn't that easy.
The focus on this whole modification is to make it look as if it could have been done that way from the factory. So the main challenge here is to maintain the lines of the Riviera, keep it subtle, as complex as it may become. The whole deal is I'm gonna try to keep this distance even to about the 10, 30, 11 o'clock area.
And then I'm gonna have to start to pie cut it to get it to bend.
Came up with a concept of cutting this tube every few inches. The easiest way to translate that would be maybe if you know what flexible exhaust tubing does. It just is able to be formed pretty simply, so I just don't know how much cutting is going to be required. My thought is that at the end of this, it all has to get put back together, welded solid, so it's got to happen.
And then you could just take this and bring it up. We're close. The thing is, the tighter the radius, the more relief cuts I'm gonna have to make. So on a mellow curve, you know, every inch or so is good, but when it gets really tight, I'm gonna do it about every 1/4 inch.
In simplest terms, this is the simplest way to achieve this. It's a lot of effort, but you can see that it's working.
As flat as this car looks, it's super curvy. When you're coming into that front fender, it's about an 8-inch radius. Looks like it's flat, but it's curved this way and it's curved this way. And I'm using flat steel. Victor said it was gonna be easy.
I was trying to hold Victor to this concept of 3 easy steps, so we've already gone way past that.
Just modify everything. 3 easy steps. As far as the world of fender forensics goes, this is represented by this. These tabs are representing the underside, and now I have to create this outer lip, which you can see the radius differs from the bottom. There's almost nothing, it's almost flat, and it turns into this really dishy shape. That's what the boss wants.
In the end, I got to make sure that this concept translates to a solid finish, and it's all about whatever it takes at this point.
It's just one of those things. I can't stand flies in the shop. And we have horses next door. Horse, look, it's right behind me. It's coming in fast. It's smart. I've tried to gas it 5 times already.
Can't stand it. For some reason, I'm a fly magnet. I'm like Pigpen.
I think he bugged out. Oh, it's right behind me again. Oh, look at that. Sorry, fool. You're done.
Spray paint's around, you know? It's an ugly color. I'm not gonna paint anything orange, so it's fly repellent.
That's what you get for landing on my sheet metal.
Again, forming a flat sheet into a 3-dimensional shape, there's a million ways and a million high-tech tools to do that. Or you can just splice it into little pie cuts and form it around the fender. The statement of reforming a fender is simple. The challenge of accomplishing that is a ton of work, and that's the thing. I knew this was not going to be 3 easy steps.
The whole concept was, this is strong, strong, strong. You see the fenders flexing. The outer ring is rock solid.
End of the day, this is what the car needs, and I'm all about doing whatever it takes.
There's still a ton of work to do up inside, but right now it's all about the external appearance.
Last few details to wrap up, and this side of the car is done.
Wow, that really looks good. I love the way that looks.
Good to hear. That was a lot of messing around.
Yeah, I love the way you added this piece on here. You dropped it down a couple inches so it starts to taper down to make the car flow out. I mean, that's brilliant.
You know, once we lowered everything, it really needed that front little part of the fender to match, because, you know, dropping the center of the arch 2 inches just changed the whole look of that wheel well. So I just made what looked right.
And I see you did something here to tie this in. That really flows. It actually adds to the car. Like, it looked like it was built from the factory that way.
I think that this is kind of that what happened moment, you know, and that's cool. Guys that know the Riviera will look at it and wonder if it wasn't some kind of special edition, who knows what. Even though it was a ton of work, in the end, it is pretty subtle.
Yeah, you know what, Ian? This side is done. I mean, 100%. The rest of it will take care of it in body work. All flows came out like better than I expected it to.
Victor's really digging the whole line of this car, you know. He's like, oh yeah, it's the lowrider I wish I could have had in high school.
I gotta get a hat and some shades, man.
Speaking of that, I got a surprise.
Let me raise it up so you can see the white wall at like driving height, and I'll show you how it's gonna look up and down. I just got them hot wired to a battery in the trunk right now. So. Watch when you hit the switch, because it's like, it gets up kind of quick.
Wow, easy there. Easy there, partner. That's ridiculous.
It's like bucking bronco. At the front, I slowed down a little. It's not too much.
And it don't go side to side, does it?
It does all the moves, baby. So if you want to, you know, get your ghetto groove on, you can dump it side to side too. So you'll have a little gangster lean if you want that.
Victor wanted a lowrider, that's what he's got. Front, back, side to side.
You took that literally seriously about the lowrider stuff, huh?
That's what you want, man, right?
The thing is, it's not quite hopping hydraulics motion. You know, this is a cruiser, air suspension works perfect.
The sides look like your drawing, but there is no reference as to what the heck's going on with the front or the back end of this car.
And there's a reason for that. I figured once we finished the sides, we'd get the feel, and we don't need no plan to tell us what we have to do in the front. All we have to do is walk over and start thinking and talking, and we will come up with something, I'm positive.
We don't need no stinking plans.
Never. Yes, and the more I look at it, we're in trouble.
I think we made a lot of progress on the side view of this car. It's better than I had hoped, you know. Front and rear are next. I got a few ideas, and I'm sure Victor has got a mind of his own. Who knows where it's going.
Ian, how you doing?
Well, it's time to do the front end, so I was just making sure all these panels were aligned before we cut them apart, you know.
This Riviera has come a long way. It's been quite the journey. We're onto the front section of this thing, and I'm expecting some major changes from Victor.
I got a couple little extra parts to start on the front end, to start on the new journey.
In all the other projects, Victor is all about, you know, the face of the car. You know, the car's coming at you and it looks like this or like that. And I'm thinking, oh man, this one's gonna be a big problem compared to the sides.
Check this out. You know me in Pomona, a 1965 Riviera bar grill, baby.
Victor's always shopping, you know, parts gathering. I never know what he's gonna come through the door with.
It might fit right in. It was made to fit right in this thing. Let's see how she does. Check that out. I just saved you a week of fabrication right there. Look at that.
So it was made for this car.
It was made for this car. And that's my flavor right there.
He brings in this grill and that totally streamlines the whole process. I don't know where he's going next.
I had these. I bought all 4 of them. Let me show you what it's gonna look like with that and this chrome. Check that out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What I mean, see how clean the look is?
No doubt.
This here's done.
What's the catch? Where's the...
A mile custom, remember.
From my standpoint, it looks like we're gonna get through this project without making any more crazy modifications.
As long as that's the look you're going for, let's get on to those rear fenders.
I want to keep Victor on course, keep him rolling right through the car, and now it's on to the back end.
The thing about these rear quarters is they gotta match up with all the stuff that Jack's done, you know. He's customized this whole back end. You know, he did this cool roll pan, drapes under the fuel tank. He made these pods that housed custom handmade taillights. Our main issue is getting this fender drop to somehow flow in with the rest of this.
Jack's already customized this car. You know, the rear taillights are his own design.
He took this big slug of plastic and whittled it into a taillight. So you'd have to put some LEDs back here or whatnot, but you know, he was trying to be super smooth with the car. So you see when they go in, they just insert like a little puzzle piece. So you can see this line comes into the taillight and disappears.
I really like these lights that Jack came up with because they are handcrafted. The only way I would improve it, per se, is to maybe come up with a little chrome bezel around it so it fits the chrome on the car, and of course, some kind of good lighting system.
Ian, I like it. I like the lights. Hey, Jack did an incredible job. but it's not in my vision of what I see this car should be with the modifications we did on the side. To make it really easy for you, all you have to do is this. Number one, I want to tear the lights out, weld that all up, mimic this angle coming down, this tying into here, cut out the whole roll pan. I don't like it. The license plate's too big, out of proportion. All of the pan out, pa fuera.
I hate to use the term Jekyll and Hyde, but Victor does this switcheroo. What just happened? 10 minutes ago, you were a different man. What happened with the mood change? What happened to just bolt it together? I thought we were just gonna breeze through to a happy ending on this whole project, and I see Victor is on a mission yet again. What we just experienced a couple minutes ago was the calm before the storm. That was just a warm-up. I see what you're saying, just gotta change the whole rear end of the car.
Yes.
No problem. This is what we refer to as a clean slate. What we have with these rear quarter panels is just loose ends. You know, they're sheet metal flapping in the breeze. This lower quarter would be the bumper, and I want to reinforce it with something as strong as a bumper should be. The hardest part in this roll pan would be creating these little shapes. So instead of trying to fix them or recreate them, I'm just going to replace them. This is a pretty complex curve to create out of sheet metal, so I found these big, heavy stamped bumper parts. I don't know what they're from, but using them in this lower quarter will reinforce the sheet metal for sure. The idea is I have these two shapes that will not change on their own, so I can attach to it, I can hammer to it, just whatever it takes to form the sheet metal to this contour. These provide a good surface. You have to cut that, bend that, twist that, reface that, patch that. I gotta take this line, swing it. So we're gonna go right to this point here and cut that open. Clearance this out a little bit. Instead of creating like a wooden buck, hammer forming a bunch of stuff that's left and right parts, inside and out parts, taking these existing pieces, trimming them to fit, welding them in, it's just a faster process and super strong. I don't know what's coming next. Hopefully he's got some taillights and we can get this thing in gear.
Ian, how you doing, man?
I've been on Operation Blank Slate for the past 24 hours. I hope it's blank enough. I'm thinking about what you kept describing, you know, with all of your motions. And what I took from that was you wanted this angle to be mimicked here.
Yes.
And then same deal here.
And you did it, you did it. You could see it going almost like a V.
Yeah.
That's cool, and I like V. That letter sounds real familiar to me.
You know how I work, man. So last step for the rear fabrication is this French license plate frame. I mean, it's nothing to it, it's just a typical scenario. It's not gonna be this deep, that's why I wanted you here. I'm gonna cut that open. Let's set this where we need it. I didn't touch the lights because I want you to see everything kind of complete. Jack's custom tail lights, they're pretty darn cool, man. I don't know how you're feeling about it, but I wanted you to just take a moment to reflect after we get all the fabrication done, then make a decision. All I have to say is clean, clean, clean. Instead of hanging the picture on the wall, you're putting the picture in a frame. It's perfect. What do you think? It's pretty groovy, huh?
You know what? I don't like it.
What? It's a square thing. How could you even possibly improve on that? Change it?
Yeah, let's cover it back up.
All right, good
no,
call.
just kidding.
I'll take all those pieces and just put them right back. At this point, timing is critical. I'm doing the mind reader thing, trying to read Victor's mind, focus in on his thoughts, get these taillights nailed, because there's literally millions of taillights in the world. We only need 2, Victor.
Check these out.
Oh, for sure. Okay. Victor comes in with a pair of taillights. Everybody's seen them. They're the classic Cadillac taillights. You see them in a lot of street trucks where they're set up vertical. Cool factor is they have that production part chrome bezel around them, and that sells it.
I love the way this is Frenched in there. It's what, about 3/4 of an inch?
Let's just tape these chromes on there and just take a look. The placement of the taillights is critical in the attitude of the car. This is a low rider, so my thought is low car, low taillights. That's the flip side of what Jack did, those little things on the tip of the fender. Taping these in place really helps you just get a feel, you know, it gives the car some weight. I like it. I know Victor's always looking for that custom look, so anytime I have an idea that'll take us down that path, I'm always ready to pitch it to Victor.
Yeah.
Look at
yeah,
that.
Look at that. Look, that's badass.
That's hot.
what I envisioned. That's exactly
Right.
what I envisioned.
Yes, custom lenses. I could just blow a lens just like I did on the Packard, and you know, the supercar I did the same thing with clear, but yeah, like you say, that dimension, so you'll have like this Frenched section with the plastic coming out.
That's it.
I was really cool with Jack's taillight design, and I pitched this idea of custom lenses to Victor, and right away he's all about it.
This is it. I don't care what it takes. Nothing else matters to me. This is
Nothing.
all that matters of the whole car.
Right.
Forget about.
That's space age. That's
This
real.
has to look
Yeah.
the way you got it curved here.
Yeah.
Has to come and curve there. This is it. I'm going home with this. I'm sleeping with this under my pillow.
Let's get the bumper on, let's get this on the ground. We haven't seen it slammed yet with some of the body work and the lines presented.
I got a surprise here.
Yeah.
Danny with Big D Chrome got it done in 5 days. All the welding, all the repair. It was pretty amazing.
Totally nice, because Jack, you know, he narrowed this, he spliced it, you could see all the work inside, and they made it look seamless. I've been waiting for this because we can't do anything more, and unless they tweaked it out and changed the shape, it should just pop right on like it's supposed to.
That looks good. That's clean.
Oh yeah, that. Look at that, how tight it is. It makes Jack's taillights look like it's in a perfect little frame, man. That's nice. Even though I pitched Victor this idea of making new taillights, I'm still in it for Jack. I still want these taillights to happen. Look how good it makes Jack's taillights look.
Uh-oh.
It's nice. I think we gotta just bolt it on and drop the car, and then you'll decide that Jack's taillights are awesome.
Let's see what the car says, Ian.
Passing the buck, huh? Putting the bumper on and dropping the car, that's the stance. Victor and I always do this thing where, you know, first impressions, you know, how does it feel? What's it look like?
Nice and low, sleek, classy.
Totally makes a difference on the ground. You know, I'm glad these fenders took the shape they did. It's a total game changer.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. So far, so good. I like what I see. I came in the shop this morning, and there were a few surprises. The car is painted, and it's subtle. It's a very mature call. It's a good-looking vehicle.
I'm building a lowrider car. I'm just keeping it to the conservative point. If you ask people that know me, they know I'm really conservative.
Yeah, I saw the bubble car.
Yeah.
This guy is super talented. I've known his work for years. He's done a lot of stuff for Victor. He's done a lot of cool stuff on Victor's other cars, the Zephyr, the Merc. Dude's first rate.
When we stripe this up, you just want all these just to come to a straight, just point right there and stop, right?
Correct, that's
Okay.
it.
Once we do that, it'll be nice. It's gonna break it up top to bottom, and you have a little more to look at, a little more bling.
Can you be done in an hour?
Give me 30 minutes, we'll be out of here.
24 hours from now, we will be on the freeway, going to the show. The paint and graphics is in session. I'm gonna be outside doing my thing with the taillights. Typical Cacho form, we painted the car with no taillights. This process is like Old Faithful to me. You know, you set up the grill, you get the plastic to the appropriate temperature, you have all the fittings with the wooden clamp forms, and then you inflate it with pressurized air at the right moment, and voila, you have a taillight. Ha-ha! Winner! Every time I do something new, you know, there's a learning curve. That's the problem we've been facing. Specifically regarding the thickness of the plastic, the material your backboard is made of, the alignment of the planets, as Victor's put it. We keep getting these ruptures. It's science. It's like clockwork. With this material thickness, and the parameters we're working with, it's just not happening. You know, life is a learning library, so the first options didn't really pan out the way I was hoping. I have enough material for one more shot, so I'm gonna make up a whole new jig, try it once more, having learned this much in the prior attempts. While I get that ready, it looks like Victor decided to go with a silver leaf and pinstriping idea down the whole side of the car. This process is pretty cool. They tape out a bunch of lines and they end up with a negative reveal, a masked shape of what their graphic's gonna be. The surface is cleaned and they put on this glue. The glue material dries, and then applied to that is this super thin silver foil. It's almost like a paper dust. It's really fragile. So this is applied, dried, and then this turned finish is put on it. He's using a cordless drill, which I've seen him do it by hand, but the cordless drill is really fast.
Putting a little spin in the silver leaf, which gives it a nice little effect. Just gotta take your time with it.
He's got it nailed. I mean, to see him come in with that drill and just pew, 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 just shoot down the line, that's pretty trick. If all this isn't enough, Victor's got his window tinting guy working on top of everyone, getting the windows dialed in. Shop is hopping, the car is really progressing.
Yo, what's going on? Hamburger, it's about time. I'm starving.
So we learned you can't have any grease. I cleaned this whole thing down and I got your tail light in the oven. The issue is with the 1/4-inch acrylic, it only stretches percentage-wise so much. So I was asking it to like triple its size.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it won't do it.
Now I made an 1.5 inch band by 18, so it should puff. I just want it to go out 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, this is it. I'm good luck, you know that. What? This was gonna come out perfect.
There it is. Well, let's take it inside and see what it looks like. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's not uncommon to be thrashing on your car right up to the minute the show opens. But I don't know if anyone doesn't even have taillights on their vehicle yet, let alone trying to blow custom lenses while the car is in final paint and polish. Finally, we get one that works. You know, this is the learning curve. So if we had to make 1,000 of these, try number 4 is pretty good proportionally. So it's close. We definitely got something to work with.
My problem is I've seen too many options on the car. Now I'm not confused, but I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't want to say I told you so, but why didn't you leave Jack's freaking lights alone? It would have been done.
I just couldn't stand looking at it, man, you know? Victor's option is these existing lenses from Moon Eyes. It's almost the same thing that we're doing, just a different shape. He's talking about trimming them down, you know, customizing something that's already there. And, you know, we got a bunch of options on the table. All we're missing is a decision. The last 24 hours of every car build is all in the details. You know, that's what brings it all together. So it's a thrash, but every little thing is being attended to. I really like this car. I mean, it's classy. It could have gone any different way, but right now, it's presenting itself really clean. This lowrider project's got everybody amped up, you know, even the dude, even the shop inspector is getting in the mode. He's ready to cruise.
How you doing, man?
What's up, Victor? What do you think?
Right away, Victor comes in and he's loving the graphics. The silver leaf, the paint details, the pinstriping.
It almost gives it like a third dimension. That's like crazy.
Right on, man.
Really, really clean. Good job.
It's definitely nice stuff.
That's interesting how this turns into that, but that's the art form. Yeah, that's cool.
We've literally hours to go until we're on the road to get out of here. You know, Victor comes in with just one more enhancement, one final detail. He's got these chrome lake pipes, you know, side pipes. Yeah, the paint's sort of still wet and we're welding alongside it and, you know, just what I gotta do. What these are gonna add to the final appearance of the car is just like with the low custom bumper, you know, the chrome, your eyes go to it and everything's down.
slightly unorthodox. You know, usually you don't go cutting holes in cars that have been painted. And I look back and Victor has even more taillight options.
And then just cut this little hole out, and these two things just go right there.
We know the lake pipes are a good call, risking cutting through the paint. The taillights, there's no turning back. Wrong call on that, and the car won't show.
I say you run it without any lights. It's a show car.
And instead of just putting something Mickey Mouse, because the whole car came together the way I pictured it. So we'll just go to the show. So I'll put you in the back with a flashlight, no big deal. And then we'll see what happens from there. We'll come back, take our time, and figure out what we're gonna do.
I like that idea. I'm just gonna sit in the trunk. We'll just leave it open. 2 frosty adult beverages, and I'll just have this, each time I feel the car slow down, I'll just send out a light.
The bottom line of this debate is that the more we look at the rear of the car, the more we agree that it just has a great look as is. To put in taillights that don't complement it at this point doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, the whole front end is muted. You don't even know that there's headlights in there. So, I mean, if we want to talk aesthetics, that blank look, this is freaking classy. It's like a sculpture. For right now, forget it, man. Just take it to the show.
I agree with you. After the show, we'll come back and figure out what we could do to keep this look without seeing the taillights.
What we have finally arrived at is whatever the finished look of these taillights are, they're not going to affect the rear view of the car as it is. You know, maybe the taillights don't even show while the car's parked, you know, like the retractable license plate in the supercar. You know, maybe there's something in the rear window. The look of the rear of the car as is will be retained. I'm just excited to finalize this project for now, get to the show, enjoy a weekend out, and, you know, discuss the project with the people. We made it to Santa Maria. Crusin Nationals is a 3-day event. This weekend is pretty special. Not only were we preparing to build the car to debut at this show, I got a call from the historian, the Hall of Fame manager for the West Coast Customs, and they want to induct me into the Hall of Fame at the show as well. True story. They held a private event for the awards, but the big payoff for me was sitting in the lineup, signing autographs with all the legends.
The Hall of Fame is actually carrying on a tradition that me and Barris and maybe Ed Roth and a few of the early customizers, we started this whole thing, you know, clear back in the late 40s and 50s, and now the new guys are carrying it on. And then Eon Russell, it's really wonderful to see him come along, and I know he's doing a fabulous job, and he's doing some really nice, creative, custom work.
It's all the guys I worshiped growing up. It's all the people that led to me making this career decision to do what I do. Crazy. I mean, I literally grew up reading about this guy, yes. And now I'm in the club. Hey, how's it going? It's like not even me, you know. If you know me, I'm a quiet, geeky guy in the garage. I'm not a celebrity.
Hi, Ian. I don't want anybody else's money. Just yours. What?
We're just waiting for the security to escort us out of here. Yeah. I feel like we got away with something. If you know this car show, you know it's been around for a long, long time. The people who come here come to play, they come to party, they come to show off their stuff, and everybody is represented full force. Cruise Night is specifically set up for people to see the vehicles in motion, so it's like a parade. Everybody's lining the sidewalks, streets are closed only for the show cars. This is the craft taken to its highest level. West Coast Customs with a K. The lowriders, the tail dragger scene, the bombs, anything low and slow is represented in force. This is all about the classics. The whole thing is a cruise night, it's just a warm-up. That's kind of like everybody landing, a meet and greet, have a few conversations for the big show on Saturday. But I'm really looking forward to getting to the show in the morning and seeing the Ribby. first thing in the morning. Cars are mobbing the scene, looking for the primo parking spot. Last night was the cruise, today's the show. Everybody's planted, barbecues, conversation, good times. There are awesome cars all over the place, and right in the middle of them all is the Riviera. Victor is that worker guy. He's still in minor adjustment mode. He's trying to shake down a set of taillights. He's got a pinstriper on higher. He's still building the car at the show.
I hope you brought your little jigsaw, because I'm looking around for the lights. My goal is, hey, I'm still striping.
Right.
You might cut a hole in, so we finish this thing in Santa Maria, lights and all.
One of the stranger things that's going on is Victor's telling me, keep your eyes open, we're still on the hunt. You know, that's the mode. I'm like, I thought we were celebrating our victory.
You are a hero of mine.
Thanks, man.
Like, I watch all your episodes over and over.
Very nice.
Yeah, sharp.
The whole crew's here representing, and my friend Tom with his hot rod pickup.
Yeah, I'm here to support Ian. He's been inducted into the West Coast Customs Hall of Fame, which is a huge deal, man. It's amazing. It's such an honor. And so I came out to show him some support and be there for my boy. The Riviera, man, I love it. And the stuff that he's done to it, it's like, it's so subtle, but trick at the same time. And unless you know what a stock one looks like, you might think that it's pretty much factory.
The response has been overwhelmingly supportive. I was expecting, you know, rotten tomatoes, some heckling. You like the taillights?
Beautiful. Where are they?
We're almost done. Nobody knows but us.
This whole lowrider adventure has been super cool. I've always wanted to do something like this. You know, this is a huge LA flavor. From the Van Nuys Boulevard cruise night to this event, you could see that style is represented.
I'm ecstatic. The car came out like beyond my expectations.
Our mode is reflected by a lot of the people here. You know, ideas are always changing. You could see a car that was here last year and it'll be a different color, different set of rims, change this and that. And you know, Victor and I are the same thing. What's not to like about any of these? This is a Cole Foster car right here.
Everything, they're all incredible. I mean, everyone has their own flavor, their own meaning.
Our current issue is this lack of taillights. There's a billion ideas out there, so this is a perfect location to kind of do some scouting. We got a Buick Riviera. We just finished, 65. Victor can't make his mind up. So we finished the car and it's got no taillights.
You know, I did that one for Bones, you know, years ago, that 63 Buick.
63, huh?
And, you know, I painted that car 5 times for 3 different owners.
I know Victor, and I know how things develop, and he will not stop until he's satisfied. So, in his own words, whatever it takes. As far as what comes next, we got a million ideas. Once again, it's time to step up the game and march forward fearlessly into the new horizon.